Hi, everyone. Welcome to Career Conversations. I'm Meera Jogasundram, and our guest today, Funmilayo Omowumi Loremikan, is a seasoned career clarity and leadership development coach dedicated to assisting mid level managers and professionals in overcoming career stagnation, frustration, and burnout. With a strong background in the maritime industry, she has accumulated 3 decades of experience in strategic and focused leadership. Throughout her career, she made significant contributions in various roles, including the tariff and billing and Servicom departments of the Nigerian Ports Authority. Recognized for her exceptional accomplishments, Funmilayo Loremikan was honored as one of the top 100 most influential African women in supply chain in 2022. This accolade highlights her commitment to driving excellence in the field and showcases her passion for career clarity, guidance, youth empowerment, and mentorship. As a seasoned professional, she possesses a wealth of knowledge and expertise, empowering mid level managers and professionals to navigate their professional journeys with confidence and purpose. Hi, Funmi. Thank you for joining us.
It's my pleasure, Mira. Thanks for
How
inviting me.
You're welcome. How are you feeling today?
I'm good.
Okay, that's great. You're looking beautiful and vibrant and so positive. I'm getting such positive vibes from you. Tell us about
Thank
your
you.
career. Welcome. Tell us about your career journey.
I am a public servant, which means I work with the government. We have civil servants and we have public servants. Those that are civil servants, they are the ones in the ministry. That is what we call it in Nigeria. While the public servants are in parastatals or agencies, but we are still government workers. I joined Nigerian Ports Authority as a young officer on 8th March 1994. As a young officer, I was excited because I served with Nigerian Ports Authority in 1991 in Rivers Port. We have different ports in Nigeria. So where I served was in Rivers State and is known as Rivers Port. And I was an outstanding corper. So we were two. So I was recognized as an outstanding corper, and I
That's
was so
great.
happy about it.
That's great.
We
Congratulations.
thank you. We had interviews for job opportunities, but unfortunately, I was not taken. So I was not happy because the award supposed to give me automatic employment, but it didn't work like that. So I left and I looked for other means of working. It was not forthcoming, but because it has been ordained that I was going to work there. So in 1994, the opportunity came and I was employed. And since then, I have been in the organization as a vibrant officer, valuable, intelligent, hardworking. So I have worked at different port locations. I have worked at the headquarters like maybe 4 different times. When I was employed, that was the first location, the headquarters. Then after 2 years, I moved to port in Lagos. Then I kept moving to the port, back to headquarters. I was just going back and forth like that because my bosses are always recalling me back to the head office. So my background at the head office now gave me administrative advantage because at the port is operations. So I remained at the headquarters, that is where policies, a lot of the tariff, because it's tariff and billing department. So a lot of rates, dues, they are formulated at the head office. But after some time, my bosses said I need to go to the port to know operations, that I should not remain in headquarters alone. I didn't want to go, but since they suggested it, so
Why?
I was
Could I just
posted.
interrupt? Why did you not want to go?
Because I didn't know how ports operate. And since when we were recruited, some were posted to the port, but I was kept. I was the only person kept. And while I was kept was that even as a young officer that didn't know what was on ground or what was coming, I kept working as if I have been in the organization for a long time. So I'm someone that likes to be in one place. I don't like moving about. So I was going through old files, studying and asking questions. So I didn't know they were observing and assessing. So when it was time to now distribute to everybody, they just kept me alone at the
Okay.
head office. So that was my journey. And that helped me because my behavior, my way of life, the way I do things is professional. I I do things consciously and systematically. That is how I work. So it really helped me. And
Kudos to you. Kudos to you for
I
that.
thank you.
And you can, what happened after that?
So after going back and forth like 3 times to the port and back to Marina, sorry, I say Marina, you are not in Nigeria. Our head office is in Marina, Lagos.
No props.
So
Just
in two, so in 2000, I think 2002 or so, or 2000, I can't remember the year now. So I was sent to the port again. And when the port manager there saw me that I was there, immediately he said they should post me to his office as personal assistant. Because when I was employed, he was a manager and he was the one I worked with directly at the head office.
I see.
So as he saw me, he said they should post me immediately. So I worked with him for 2 years as personal assistant in charge of admin. So that is the journey. Then while I was in that port, before that time, because I said I kept going back and forth. Previously, that was the 2002. I was a best officer of the month. That was in 2002. It was one of my bosses also that identified all those qualities I stated in my bio that recommended me. So I've been an outstanding officer right from inception, and I'm still maintaining the standard till now. I am
What an
unique.
what an amazing journey. What an amazing journey for me. Congratulations to you for that and for maintaining such high standards with different employers or supervisors and being so consistent, constantly achieving, constantly excelling. Really admirable. Now, I'm interested in how all your hard work led to the top 100 most influential African women. How did that happen?
Thank you. COVID-19 was a blessing for me because a lot of things happened, lockdown, and we were all in one location. So, and the policy then was that certain categories of officers should be coming to office. And I was the head of department, and I was the only one, no staff working with me. So I was always there every day for those period of time. I I worked there for 4 years without any assistance. I was the only one sent to the port to head my department and no other person. So I worked as the head of department, I work as the clerk, I work as everything for 4 years.
You were holding
So
the fort single handedly. You were holding the
yes,
fort
not the
single
port, my
handedly.
department,
I mean,
my
yes, I know.
department.
The entire
Yeah,
department, you were handling it single
yes,
handedly.
alone for 4 years.
Wow,
2019 to March this year makes 4 years alone.
that's
So
admirable.
thank you. So I now said, I don't like being idle. I like reading. I love growth and I love to explore. And I have Facebook page. I have LinkedIn, which was not active. So I just opened all the platforms, but I didn't know how to operate them, only Facebook. And Facebook, I will just be posting affirmation. I am a confident leader. I am this, I am that. Every day, I'll just be confirming what I am. I am brilliant. I am bold. So I kept doing that. So I now started seeing some adverts coming up, training, free training challenges. So I started with free challenges, 5-day challenge, 10 days challenge. So that was how I started. So in the process, I became conversant with LinkedIn.
Uh-huh.
So that 100 women, till now, I didn't know how I entered. I didn't know who picked me. I didn't know how my name entered. I just saw that somebody tagged me and it was even in French.
Oh,
So I said, what is this? And I was curious. So I now went for translation. I now saw that my picture is here because when they put 100, it will be so tiny. But I saw that my name was tagged, and that was how I saw it. Up till now, I didn't know who recommended me. And when I now went back to check the categories, I now saw that it was my activities on LinkedIn, the mentorship, the way my profile is. So I'm sure the profile attracted the organizers the way you discovered me. That is how you two discovered me. We have never met, and less than 1 month, I'm on your platform. So that is just the grace of God. That was how I got that recognition. Based on, because I'm so passionate about logistics, transport, and supply chain. And that is what I talk about: career choice, career change. So I encourage the young professionals to join. Some of them some are unemployed, some want to change careers. So, and they thought it was difficult. So I use my own as example that you can change, and now guide them what to do, how to select those courses that are related to logistics, transport, and supply chain.
Well, I mean, the accolade of being the top 100 African women, influential African women, I think it's well deserved. And you've, put in so much of work over all these years. And, I feel that it's a well deserved recognition. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Now, I'd like to ask you about your career coaching. What was the motivation behind specializing in career coaching?
Being a career officer, career woman for almost 30 years now, by March 8th, 2024, I'll be 30 years exactly.
Wow.
I have been a public servant working in one organization for those number of years. So when I finished my coaching certification and I was just looking for a niche, so it just occurred to me that since I have experience as a career woman, it would be better to share my experiences. So I just chose career because people were always coming to me for career advice, interviews. Please, I don't have job. Help me to get a job. Everything was just around career, career, career. So that was why I just say, let me stay with career coaching. So
Okay.
that is the reason.
Why the niche of mid-level managers and professionals and not other people who are outside this niche?
Okay. As I continue my journey in coaching, so the requirement was that we should do pro bono before the qualification, the oral and the written. So in my pro bono coaching, my clients were unemployed youth, unemployed youth, unemployed graduates, those who don't have job, and that is where my passion is. So I chose my niche for young professionals who are unemployed, who want to, who need assistance. So I continued with them. The challenge I now had was that all because even as a student, I had coaches that I look up to, that are my mentors, that I attend their programs. So whenever they said we should bring our business proposal and who are the audience, I'll put unemployed professional. So they were asking me, this group cannot pay. Do you want to continue to do pro bono? I said, no. I said, I'm working now, so it's just part-time. I can still continue to do it. So they said, okay, if you want to. But you can, if you are doing free coaching, they won't value the, the content and everything. So they were now, everybody, they were just talking about business aspect of the coaching. And my main reason for going into coaching is that when I retire, because it was my retirement plan, 5 years retirement plan from 2020, that I'll retire into coaching. So they now told me, since you are passionate about young people, you can still continue with your mentorship, but you need to look for audience. Don't you have people? That was when it now occurred to me that I have clients in my colleagues. because they all come and ask me questions. Please, how do you, this your achievement, how did you achieve? What did you do? So I now say, okay, the group that are coming to me are my colleagues that were frustrated like myself, that were they are they don't even know what to do. Some want to resign. No, a lot of people are unhappy. So I said, okay, let me remain there instead of the young professionals that are unemployed, because I didn't want to leave the career niche. I want to remain there. So I now say, okay, if I even stay with, for now, if I stay with the young ones, by the time they transition to being employed, they will now become professionals and mid-level. Let me just stay in between. Then when I
Okay.
retire, I will now add retirement into it so that I will not miss any of those people. So that is just the reason for picking professionals, because of my logistics, transport, and supply chain. The managers, those that are working organizations that are looking up to me. So that is why I stay with that niche.
That makes sense. You are following those group of people through their progress. So that makes sense. Speaking of retirement, what's your vision for the future of your coaching practice?
The future is bright in the sense that I looked at my life and I realized that I am not a business person. I don't have any business up till now. And I have read that if you want to retire, you should plan 5 years before your retirement, what you want to do. So I just sat down and said, okay, I think when I retire, I want to continue to be active, to serve people who have issues, career problems. Then maybe some don't even plan for the retirement. So maybe I'll just go into that niche, unemployed, then those that are employed and those that are retired. So I'm going to focus on setting up a coaching business properly by 2025 when I retire. And I will add maybe consulting into maritime consulting, since that is the industry where I worked.
Sounds like a great plan, Funmi. Are you excited about it?
Yes, yes, I'm happy. I'm fulfilled. Even now, I have not set up business, but I know where I'm going. I'm focused and I plan ahead, and that is what makes me happy. Anything I want to do, I plan it and I go and get it. So I am a go-getter and I don't seek consent before I do anything. Whatever I want to
Absolutely.
do, whatever I desire, I go for it. So I achieve a lot.
It's very clear that you're a go getter. No doubt about that. How did you know that this is the path for me? This is what I want to do. How did you know that?
You know, I am a very inquisitive person, and I like this my profession, this logistics and transport. I'm so passionate about it. I'm so committed. I go for all the conferences, regional, international, self-sponsored. I have been doing it since 2014 and I am still doing it up till now. and I will still continue when I retire to attend conference, to update my skills, to increase my knowledge, and to be outstanding as a career woman and as a professional. So by attending those conferences made me to know that I don't need to just stay in one place and be sad that my office they didn't promote me, so because of that I should be frustrated, or maybe because I am not recognized, then I should be fighting or lobbying or struggling. I just plan my life in a way that let me develop myself personally. And when I develop myself, when I achieve, I'll be discovered globally, not even in Nigeria. And that is what has happened now. You discovered me online, and this is a global meeting that we are having today now. And no recommendation from anybody. You saw my profile and you approach me. So that is my mission, and that is how I go for
So in
anything that I desire.
it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. In essence, you know that this is what you want to do because you are passionate about it. And another thing, another very beautiful thing that you said was, instead of focusing on everything outside of you that is not working, turn the focus inward and focus on self empowerment, personal development, and make yourself so good that there's no reason for you not to succeed. Is that what you are trying to tell us?
Yes, you are right. You are right.
It's very
I
beautiful.
just chose that I need to be visible, and I need to push myself there so that people will know that I am competent, I am intelligent, and I am a good material. So
You seem, you sound, not seem, you sound very driven, very positive, very optimistic. What's the secret behind this?
the secret is that naturally I am a bold person, very bold, outspoken, and if we have 5 people in a place and 4 decide to go to one direction, I will ask question, why do you want to go there? If they are saying they want to go because of this, if I don't agree with why they should go there, I'll go the other direction and I'll stay there and say that is where I want to go. And eventually the decision I take is going to be the correct one. They will still all come back and say, please, how did you do it? Show us the way. Because I am very thorough. I don't just say because the majority say yes, I should say yes. No, I can be the only voice that is saying no, and I will maintain that no. Even if there is consequence, I will face it.
Excellent. Not following the herd, thinking independently. And that has brought you so far. And that has also inspired, or that has also inspired you to write a book. But my question to you would be, what else inspired you to write a book?
Thank you for that question. It's so funny because because of this my desire to learn, desire to grow, I'm always online, searching for new things. I came across a program which was a 30-day challenge on how to write ebook, and I participated. And we were asked to choose topics, and what still came to me is this my career issue. And because I have suffered stagnation severally, so I chose to write on it so that it will encourage others, these mid-level people and these professionals. So that was how I came about writing the ebook. It was 30 days challenge, and on completion, we have to present our ebook. So it was
Congratulations.
in June, from 1st of June to the end of June. It was 30 days challenge. Though it wasn't free, I paid, but I was able to
Yes, but it's
complete
an
the project.
accomplishment nevertheless. You have written a book to help people avoid the challenges that you experienced or overcome the challenges that you experienced. That's amazing for me. Congratulations again, yet again. Now, how can
Thank you.
people get access to your book?
Presently, the book is available for sale, though I'm just doing it low scale because, as somebody who is working, I didn't want people to see it as if I'm doing business. So I just kept it online for my fans, those who have my followers, those who follow me. So and in my groups. So I just send the links to them that I have a book. I was supposed to launch it properly, but along the line, I said, let me just slow down because my organization might say I'm doing business. So I said, let me just leave it. So what I now did was to just pick a chapter out of the 6 chapters and give it as a freebie. So that is what I now sharing as a freebie for people to download. So that if people are aware of the book, so maybe by the time I retire now, I'll be able to promote it properly and maybe eventually turn it to a book, because the format was a book format.
So, if anyone wants to read your book now, they could get in touch with you via LinkedIn, say?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's
The
great.
links are even on my profiles. The links are
Yes,
there
all the
for the
links,
download.
viewers, all the links, all the contact information and emails, they are all in the description attached to this post. So please feel free to get in touch with Funmilayo if you would like her services, or if you would like her book, or if you would just like to connect with her. She's an amazing person to connect with. Now, Funmi, what is your definition of owning your career?
Owning my career means showcasing my talent, showcasing my expertise, and following my passion. And that passion is to influence professionals, managers to succeed, to overcome stagnation. Owning my career means visibility. Being there lets people see you that you are an expert, and that you are a thought leader. So that is what owning my career means to me.
And it is very clear that you have been and you are owning your career. And I'm sure you will continue to own your career because you're so deeply anchored in your uh, drive to help these people and in your passion for your profession. It is admirable. And we wish you the very best. Now, you have talked about how far you have come, your career journey, and all that. How does it make you feel?
I feel great. I feel happy, though some people see it as showing off, but it doesn't mean anything to me because I am pursuing my goal. And my goal is to succeed. My goal is to reach the top, either formally or informally. And if the formal route is not forthcoming, so I'm doing it informally through personal development, through personal branding and visibility. The important thing is to succeed and to be recognized and to serve humanity. And that is my passion, and I'm already pursuing it. And I don't need any validation or any permission to express myself.
Beautiful. Very well said. You're going to shut off all distractions and just pursue your goals single mindedly. Bravo. Congratulations, Funmilayo, on all your achievements. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for joining
Thank you.
us
It's my
today.
pleasure.
Thank you for sharing your story. It was very interesting, and I'm sure our viewers would have thoroughly enjoyed your take on career. Now, before we close off, is there anything else you would like to tell the viewers?
I just want to encourage people that your career is about you, and you should be able to choose your career path. For me now, I didn't leave my work, but I have changed from different profession. I was a graduate of business administration and management. While working, I changed to logistics, transport, supply chain, and I'm still doing it. Then for retirement, I looked at it that I don't want to retire and go and sleep. I want to be relevant. I want to be influential. So what is the next thing for me? I was really looking at consulting, maritime consulting, but along the line, COVID came and opened the door for me to see the value in online business, digital products, and that is the next thing for me. So I encourage people to pursue their dreams. Anything that you have passion for, just go for it. Some are working now and they are not enjoying it, they are just enduring, and they are not bold enough to take the next steps. Though
Absolutely.
it has financial implication. If you are not willing to spend, you cannot improve yourself. I have spent so much, but I'm happy that I invested in myself and I don't have any regrets.
Invest in yourself, pursue your passion, or find a way to pursue your passion no matter what. Always stay relevant. Beautiful. Thank you so much. These are gold nuggets. We really enjoyed having you here tonight. Thank you so much for sharing your story again. And have a lovely
It's
evening.
my pleasure.
Go have your dinner,
It's
Funmi.
my
I know you
pleasure.
haven't had your dinner.
Thank
Viewers,
you, Mira, for
welcome.
believing in me.
Always.
Thank you for showing me to the world. This is my first international event, and I'm so grateful to you. I'm grateful to God. You made it possible. We have never met. Nobody recommended me. You discovered me, and that is what visibility does.
It's
Thank you.
it's it's my pleasure, and it's a pleasure of our viewers. You wanted to say something?
No, 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 no.
Okay. Viewers, I am sure you enjoyed Funmi's story and all her experiences. Till we meet again, thank you as well for joining us and watching us, or whoever is going to be watching this after the live broadcast. We'll see you in the next career conversation.